From their teams here this afternoon. Ron Groover, Ted Valentine, John Gaffney are the officials, and Carlik Jones and the Cardinals with the first possession of the game.
Duke in the 3-2 zone. They pulled that zone out against Pittsburgh. It limits penetration. It limits getting into the lane. It protects Matthew Hurt from foul trouble.
A look at the starting lineup, including Jones, the Radford transfer at the point, having a terrific year. First shot is missed. And down with a rebound, Jalen Johnson, coming off an incredible game in spite of the loss at Pitt. He did not start that game, did start the second half, but he's back in the starting lineup today. This is just the second game this year where this group has started for the Duke Blue Devils.
Jalen Johnson grabbing that defensive rebound. He can rip and go and handle the ball, just not a very good pass to try to get it down court. And that's where Louisville needs to get the ball into the paint where they can make something happen. So that's got to change.
And Mike Krzyzewski wasn't much happier, to be honest, after the Pittsburgh win, although Duke did show a lot of fight in the second half, made a game with it, took a 15-point deficit down to 2, but it wound up losing to Jeff Capel's Panthers by 6. Pittsburgh off to a good start. They're 4-1 in league play right now. Matthew Hurt into Jalen Johnson, spins, hits, and a chance.
But didn't score much in the first half, didn't do much at all. Second half, he came to life.
Davis, baseline drive, and the finish. Nicely done.
And they do a good job with positioning of their help. But they certainly have to guard the ball. And Duke with another turnover.
And Jalen Johnson again. That'll be the 4th turnover committed already today by Johnson, who in a spectacular game against Pitt on Tuesday didn't have any turnovers.
They don't have a team that's got a low post player like Vernon Carey last year. It's going to get fouled just by throwing it in the post. I think they corner, and Slazinski was all over him on that shot. Got to walk there.
You're very polite to me.
Exactly.
1-point lead, Blue Devils. 3 minutes to go in the first half.
Tough shot.
Two years ago, Duke with an enormous comeback. And again, Goldwire with a couple of late steals. The Blue Devils roared back to win it. And then last year at Cameron, David Johnson took over the game in the second half in Durham as Louisville won on the road. Nice pass. And another one. Moore open in the corner. Short on the 3.
And Louisville doing a good job of scrambling and helping and recovering. And I'll tell you, and you can get something good against the zone, too, with a little pass fake and then go the other way. Oh, you got to catch that. That's a good pass.
And again, Louisville, 3rd trip in a row, Jay. They've got David Johnson on Hurt. They're just trying to figure out who might have a chance against them.
Yeah, a lot of games piled on top of one another, but that helps get teams out of there quicker. So it's going to be a very different tournament in a lot of different ways. Duke has to continue to let Matthew Hurt touch the ball. Still being guarded by David Johnson.
14 lead changes and 6 ties in this game. That has been played entirely in a 9-point window. Duke hasn't led by more than 3. Louisville hasn't led by more than 6.
I think Mike Krzyzewski had used Matthew Hurt in some ball screens more often. Great job by Johnson. But Krzyzewski would probably put Hurt in some ball screen situations where he'd be the screener. But he doesn't want him to pick up his 5th foul on a moving screen. So you have to be judicious and careful. But that was a great defensive play by David Johnson to break contact, get around in front, not get stuck behind the bigger Matthew Hurt.
He's really had a terrific all-round game. Jones muscling his way in. Hurt comes down and picks up the rebound for Duke.
Jalen Withers almost able to pick up an offensive rebound there.
And Mike Krzyzewski wants to use the time
here. And you certainly don't want to foul.
Moore stepping back for a 3. Offensive rebound, Johnson. Stewart with a good look for a 3. Around and out. Duke's got it again, or at least they did for a moment. And now finally.
Here's an highlights, lowlights video. The footage is focused on various aspects happened in the game. Are these positive, negative, or characteristic of the player? Usually the length of the video is around 20 to 40% of the total playing time. Get a video like this. Go on focussstatsdb.com in the video editing section. Insert the name of the player. Choose the type of the video and the number of games to edit. Leave your contacts to get all the materials.